Hello from Mexico City. It's my first time here. I have, of course, vacationed to Mexico, but I've never lived here. So I'm actually spending, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually spending the summer here. So I'm really excited. After 5 years in Asia, I'm going to be more on this time zone of Americas, which is incredible. I'm super excited. So it's going to make it a lot easier for me to communicate with so many of you. So I want to talk to you about, I think if you've watched any of my videos just recently, I have got this amazing offer out right now. So before you do anything, and I'll make sure that I link it in here, you can go to willowlovesyou.com/special. This is almost not going to be there, so now is the time to go. And if you go there, you get $500 off my next enrollment. So I shared a bit the other day about why I'm so passionate about helping women. I literally was almost in tears of helping women rise up, helping you just really sharing your gifts with the world. And one of the other things that I see entrepreneurs do all the time, especially with online, right? There's so many sexy things online. There's so many different programs and so many offerings, and there's some really great ones, absolutely. But I know for me, as a busy entrepreneur, I don't want to take another e-course. I really want, for me personally, I love high touch support. I love receiving support from somebody who's going to really be able to listen to me, know my challenges, almost like going to a doctor, where you know that you can go to a doctor. And I've always actually dreamed of the doctor that really can literally just look at me and know. And actually we've got some really incredible energy healers these days and intuitives that actually can do this. But when it comes to your business, you need something like that. You need something similar where there can be somebody in your life that whatever symptom is happening, right? Whatever ailment is happening, whether that be that you're not getting enough clients, not making enough money, feeling paralyzed with fear, having a tough client situation happening, either with a contract or closing a sale, or work that didn't go well and something tough that goes down, right? So there's all these symptoms, right? And these issues that come up in business that put us at our very edge and have us just needing safe spaces. And so I talked all about this the other day, how passionate I am. And the one thing though that I will tell you that I see that happens over and over again is that entrepreneurs will just get so caught up in basically this is actually what I call outsourcing. So there's outsourcing and then there's insourcing. And a lot of my work, my work is really guiding you to the wisdom of your own truth. So what it's like teaching you to fish, right? I don't want you to continue going out there. And again, we're voracious learners. I get it. We're creative. We just want to learn. We want to be able to have as much as, get as much, right? And it almost just becomes addictive. We're oh my God, I think I need that thing. I think I need that thing. But why I want to teach you how to fish is I want really for you to be able to touch. I want you to source into your own knowing. And so all the work I do with my clients is guiding you to the wisdom of your own truth. And yes, you're working with an experienced business owner, experienced entrepreneur that is very much like that doctor, where you can have somebody in your corner that if something's happening, you can be what's going on? What do I do next? And I'm going to be able to pull out of all of my years of experience and trainings. And I mean, I'm super geeked on this stuff, you guys. So there's nothing that you can't hit me with and that I'm not going to know some solution for. And that's the beauty of what I do and the work that I do. So one of the things I really want to point out, so I've got this special that's on, right? And one of the things that's really, I think people don't know about the way that I work and about the programs that I put on is that they're very, very high touch. So there's a lot of courses out there, a lot of really amazing programs. I mean, some are, $10,000, $25,000, but you are just a number in a massive sea of people. All of my work, and so if you are looking to join this program, all of my work and these programs, this small group coaching programs that I have, are for a small amount of people. I call them small group coaching for a reason, because they're very, very high touch. It's basically as if you are having me as a one-on-one client. And so you get a lot of my attention. I know what every single person in the group is doing. And instead of, 50, 100, 150, 200 some people in the group, I actually keep my groups to 10 or 20 people max. And that means that everyone gets a chance to speak. I know everyone's business. I know where you are in your business, inside and out, and it's incredibly powerful because you're not just a number. Not only that, is the accountability, right? It's like you can't hide when I know what's going on, and not only that, but that actually you feel like you have got someone in your corner. So I'm checking in with you, how are things going? Everyone knows everyone, so it's not so big that you're like, who? So it's so incredibly powerful. And I shared this the other day of like just the impact that the women who go through my programs talk about, of how powerful it is for them. So that's one of the big things I wanted to share with you, is that when you step into one of my programs, it is very high touch. They're very small, so you're not sharing screen time and airtime with a bunch of other people. They're very small, they're very intimate, and there is a sacred container. I'm a really, really big fan of setting safe and sacred containers, and that means that in that small, intimate space, when we are, digging up this stuff and really exploring the stuff, it is safe. And that's one of the most powerful things all the women who have stepped into my programs have shared with me, is because I create that container, that is the game changer. And I'm a huge fan of this, and actually any of you who would step in to work with me, many of you are working in realms like this, and so I love modeling all these things as well, modeling how I run my groups, how I've gone from one-on-one to more group and scalable programs. All of that stuff is what you get to step into, should that be your style of business and your business model. But I work with lots of different models, many different ones. And so, but the big thread that runs through all of the different business owners is that I'm serving women in this group right now. I do have one-on-one male clients, but largely in this group, I'm serving women entrepreneurs. You are creative, you're heart-centered, you're visionary, and the way that I like to say it is that you have something coming through you. So you have a gift or a message coming through you. And that's the way I say it, but for you it just may mean that you have been running a business a certain way for a long time, and that now all of a sudden it's evolving and something wants to emerge, and that may just mean that you're, have a new offering or something though that's more aligned with your truth, right? Like some part of the way you've been doing things is not working. Some part of the way you've been working is not working. And so you've got to find a new way, and that wants to come through you, but because it's different than what you've been doing before, it can feel terrifying. It can feel really, really scary. And so that's the work that I do, is like holding that safe space, holding that sacred space for that next evolution of your work to come through. I work with very, very high-level entrepreneurs, many of which who have been either in business for a couple years or at least consummate professionals, or they've actually been in business for a long time. I've been in business for over 16 years. So like I said, there's nothing you can't throw at me that I don't know how to work with already. And this leads me to one of the major reasons that I created LightMap, and that's the program that's just about to open, and you can go to willowlovesyou.com/special to get this $500 off right now. Just be on the waiting list. But LightMap is just about to open again. For any of you who are just tuning in and getting this, I've actually been running LightMap for the last, I should look at this, how long now? Like probably 6 months. And so there's already been several women that have gone through it with awesome results. I just published an incredible success story of one of my clients that went through there, and I'll have more to come soon too. But I've already been running this. This is actually a compilation of all the work I've done for the last, several years of being a business coach and being an entrepreneur, and all the work that I've done with entrepreneurs around the world, hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs, thousands if you count all the people that I've spoken to. And the reason why I created this is because what I see so often, so you have to remember that I get a pulse of so many entrepreneurs around the world, not only who I work with, but I talk to so many entrepreneurs. I speak to major crowds, I do webinars, I do workshops, I do small group coaching, I'm having sales calls all the time. So I have this pulse on entrepreneurship everywhere, and particularly creative, heart-centered, visionary business owners who are growing their business online. So one of the things that I see over and over and over again that honestly breaks my heart is that there are so many entrepreneurs that are wanting to grow, wanting to do something more, wanting to have this come through, and they either see something shiny, they see some program, right, that's like promising them the moon and the stars that this is going to be so great, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's what I need. I should do that, right? Or I should do that. And it's like a squirrel, and they think that this is going to help them and this is going to help them. And here's what I want to tell you, is that so often these programs, it's like reading a self-help book and prescribing yourself from this self-help book that's like speaking to everybody. I remember I actually took a self-help book diet when I was in my early 20s because it was so all too easy to be like, oh yeah, that's what I am, right? And like put these masks and these identities and these labels on who you are. But the thing is when it comes to your business, it's super important to recognize where you are right now in your business. So basically recognizing that, for example, if you're just starting out in whatever your type of business is, whatever the way that you are wanting to serve with your business, then doing SEO may not be the best use of your time, right? Or working on your website and spending tens of thousands of dollars on a website may not be the best use of your time. So this is what I'm so passionate about, and I love helping entrepreneurs with, is specifically saying, okay, here's where you are right now. This is actually my entire LightMap framework. It does exactly this. It says, all right, where are you in business exactly right now? And then as soon as you've identified where you are in business, that is the thing that helps you recognize, okay, now you know where you are. Now let's help you get where you want to go. And there's very sequential stages in business, but sometimes when you're a creative and you're wearing so many hats and you're doing so much, it can be so tough to like know what to focus on first, right? Especially if you're a big idea person, you've got all these ideas coming through and you want to do so much. And like we always gravitate towards what we know. So, some people will be like, I'm going to create this amazing Instagram account. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I freaking love Instagram. I'm super into it. But if you are also in a place, for example, that needs to make money right away, I would not recommend that you sink a bunch of time into Instagram. And so there's just different strategies and there's different ways. And what I know from all of my years of working with entrepreneurs is that I can identify where you are in your business right now and what you need to focus on in order to get where you need to go. And so that's the whole premise behind LightMap. And there's, of course, like amazing accountability, amazing support, both on the emotional side and the strategic side of like, both getting out of your own way and the fears that come up and all those like confidence pieces and who am I, all those little pieces that kind of derail us when we're at our learning edge. And then the strategic, the how are you going to make money with that? How are you going to scale that? And so that's this program, right? It's like a combination of that emotional and strategic support and also really connected, creative, spiritual, whatever that is for you, but really all about alignment more than anything. This has to be aligned for you. That's another thing that I see entrepreneurs do all the time is that they're doing these programs and it's like you're grabbing these puzzle pieces that don't fit into your puzzle, right? You're using other people's puzzle pieces to try to like make your puzzle complete. But actually, I feel like, I'm just making this up on the fly, but like, I feel like it's like, I'm teaching you to grow and mold and create your own puzzle piece with what is aligned for you. And it's going to be the perfect fit because it's exactly where you are in your business. So you're not like square peg, round hole doing this thing where you're trying to fit in other people's things thinking that's going to be the thing. But in fact, this is about like real accountability and support for where you are right now. And that is why I'm so passionate about the LightMap guidance system that I have created. And the doors are opening soon. So today you can still go to willowlovesyou.com/special. And if this video sparked anything for you at any time in it that I've been talking about, everything from like where are you in your business to, just even the outsourcing versus insourcing, please, leave me a comment or send me a message, hit a like, share this message, whatever works. But today you can go to willowlovesyou.com/special willowlovesyou.com/special. And pretty soon the doors are opening, and I'm so excited. If you are at all, have you been watching my stuff? If you are interested in knowing how you can receive support, this is my most accessible program yet. It is not long. That's another thing I used to do. I've been a high-paid, high-level coach for a long time, so I used to have only year-long programs, and this is a fraction of the price. You even get more. I've just made this to be amazing because I want to help as many women as possible. So if that's you, if it's resonating, sign up at willowlovesyou.com/special. Keep your eyes peeled. It's coming, it's coming. And again, go check out my stories if you want to see more of this beautiful place here in Mexico City. Thank you so much for joining. It was so great to see your names up there. Mwah! Sending you lots of love, and have a great day or evening wherever you are.